It is so important that you get extremely comfortable, and I'd go as far to say you even like people disliking you. You like when people have a negative opinion of you. You like when people are talking shit behind your back, because if you are liked by everyone, you are doing something wrong. If you are liked by everyone, you are not being authentic, because if you are being authentic, then there's going to be people who don't like you. And that's a fact, and you need to get okay with that in order to unlock the best version of your life and of yourself. If you're not being authentic, how are you going to attract what's actually meant for you? If you're acting in a way that's not actually how you want to be, then you're not vibrating at the level of authenticity, you're not vibrating at your true level. So therefore, how are you going to attract what's actually meant for you? For example, if there's people around in your community who, let's say, they vape or they smoke or they drink, you want to seek their validation because it feels nice to have validation, and it's fine. It's a very human thing to want validation. The old tribal times, that if you weren't liked or accepted by your community, you would literally get kicked out and you'd probably die. So it makes sense that you want to seek other people's validation and the reassurance of people around you. Let's say you have this group of people and they do all these habits that you don't necessarily align with, but because you're around them and because they're in your immediate surroundings, you want to seek their validation, they're their community, you're jealous of the community even when you know it doesn't really align with you. And this is such a common thing. This is something I've had a lot. When you see a group of people and they seem very close and you get sort of a bit jealous, you're like, well, I want to be part of the group as well. I want to be, because I'm around these people, I want to be accepted as well. So you start doing these habits which these people do, which you don't necessarily agree with. Then you change your energetic frequency to match theirs, even though that's not your authentic frequency, because a lot of the times the things that you want and the way that you want to act is your authentic self. Let's say that or the opposite, let's say you want to do certain habits, but the people around you aren't. It's not authentic to yourself. Whether it's good or bad, you're just not being authentic. So let's say that you do all these habits like smoke or drink, vape, etc. that these people are doing. You are aligning yourself with their frequency just for the sake of yourself being accepted and perceived as like them, even though you're not really. And I believe that we act in this way because we have a sense of scarcity around us. When we are feeling scarce, that we won't be able to attract or get in our lives the type of people who we want to attract. Let's say you're doing all of these habits, you're drinking, smoking, because you don't believe that there's people out there who don't do that and who will want to have fun without doing that stuff. By acting from a place of scarcity, you are saying to yourself, okay, well, these are the only type of people who are going to like me. These are the only type of people I can get in my life. If I have to have fun, I have to have fun with these guys. But the true test of the universe, before it gives you what you want, is taking away the things. Also, you're praying for a best life, you're praying for new friends, you're praying for a new job. That means your old stuff has to go, and you need to stop pretending to align yourself with these things just to feel secure in yourself. You need to build that security in yourself, and therefore that lack mindset will go, because you know that, okay, either I will get what I want, I'll get the people who align with me when I'm vibrating at my authentic frequency, or, I've got a cold by the way, so my voice is a bit hoarse, or I'll be on my own. And because you're secure in yourself, you're like, I would rather be on my own than be with people who do not align with me, and be with people who don't support my best journey and my best growth. This doesn't mean they're bad people, it just means they don't align with the highest version of yourself, and you don't have to cut them off, you don't have to never talk to them again, you don't have to stop even being friends with them, but you need to stop attaching some part of your identity to them, because you're trying to get from them a sense of security, a sense of belonging, a sense of community, even though that's not actually your real community, which your heart and your soul is seeking and pushing you towards. To believe that there is more out there for you is to have belief in yourself as well as the universe, because you're believing in yourself that you are worthy of that. So again, there's a scarcity mindset if you believe you're not, and also you're believing that the universe will provide for you when you need it. Because on that energetic frequency, if you are not vibrating at the level where these other people are, let's say your vibration's here, the people around you's vibration's here, and you are intentionally, which is what I did, lowering your vibration so that you can be around these people because you're not yet raised your frequency enough, just a little bit more, to get the people who you actually want to be around. So instead, because you can't see this and all you can see is this, you lower your frequency and you're like, okay, this is all I can get. And so therefore over time your frequency goes lower and lower and lower. But it's why it feels so crap being inauthentic. It's why it drains you also. By monitoring yourself, by monitoring your speech, by monitoring your actions in order to perform and be perceived a certain way, you're doing a disservice to yourself. Also, you're doing a disservice to the universe who's created you to be a one-off expression of yourself. If you're not being authentic, who are you? If you're not going to be you, who else is? Who's going to be you? Who are you trying to be? You can't be them because you're not. So you might as well be yourself. You've got literally sort of no choice. You're here. Your soul came here to be you, not to try and be someone else. And so when you are vibrating a level of authenticity, when you are secure in yourself, when you have the trust, even though you can't see this little thing, it will come sooner than you think. And like also going places where you actually want to be. For example, for me, my literature, my writing. So where am I now? I'm in a bookshop. And I work here now because my frequency aligns with the frequency of this place, because I'm in this place so much. So if you're interested in cricket, go to a cricket club. You'll meet people who are aligned with you, most likely. If you've got this like crap job, let's say you've got an awful job at a fish and chip shop, and that's, you know, all sorts of people can go there. So I'd say try and get a job where you want to be there, because then other people also want to be there, and you'll meet people who you actually want to be around as well. So yeah, that's all I have today.